Alright guys, this is Christian here. So today I'm going to make a short video. If you guys watched my previous videos, I like to go really in depth and explain to you concepts like in really good detail. But this video, I just want to keep it short and give you guys like the message I want to deliver to you and make it really straight to the point. So let's get into it. So this video, I want to talk about like a concept that I noticed that a lot of beginners struggle with. When I've met people in real life, or maybe they've asked me questions in the DMs, or just like when I've spoken to people one-on-one through like private calls and like basically like asking them what they're working on right now and what they want to do and how's their business going. I tend to like come across this problem that's really common, and it's the idea that people want to like try different businesses. They want to do this business at the same time as doing this other business, or they're learning multiple online skills at the same time. And I noticed that this problem happens a lot because not only are there like a lot of like online courses, online communities, and online mentorships that promote different business models. They always market it as like, oh, this business model is not saturated. It's untapped. It's like the newest thing. It uses AI. It's not as hard as the other business. It's going to be easier. You're going to have an easier time making money. Anyone can make money with this, right? Like there's just a little different, like a lot of different marketing points that they use to like kind of convince you to try this business model. And this makes people a little bit confused because when you're new to business or when you're new to like online money, you don't have that experience. You don't know as many people who made money before. You never walked the path before. So it's easy to like sway you guys and like make you like think, okay, I'm doing dropshipping right now, but maybe I should do copywriting, or trading also looks good. Maybe I should do trading, or maybe I should do this agency model, right? So you just start to have like so many different ideas and you don't know which one works. And if you're not supposed to like know which one works, you're because as a beginner, you still have to like test and figure things out. So it's like normal and understandable that it overwhelms you. But what I can tell you is that switching between models is not the right way, because what ends up happening is you start one thing, you make some progress, but there's like a certain point where you're right here and you keep moving up and moving up. And once you hit this point right here, you hit a point where you're good enough to start monetizing. You're good enough to start making the money you want to make. But this stage right here, every time that you reset business models, you're back here again and you got to go up and up. Then you change that. So you end up wasting a lot of time. And some of those skills are transferable. Like, trust me, if you learn copywriting, you'll be able to do it for your agency, you'll be able to do it for other businesses. But what ends up happening is you just lose momentum, you lose progress, and it just kind of resets like your journey. So the more resets there is, the longer it's going to take you to make money. So my recommendation that I could tell you to do is just try to choose one. And I do understand it's important to do the research. I'm not saying just like choose the first one you find. I'm not saying just choose the one that some guru told you to do. What I'm telling you to do is like do some research, like watch some YouTube videos, try to like analyze who you are as a person. Because let's say you're really introverted, maybe doing sales calls like appointment setting or being a closer might be really hard for you, and you might be better suited for a different business model. Or let's say you're really analytical and you're really good at like logic and organizing things. Maybe you're really good at web design, maybe you're good at making landing pages, funnels, designing like ad campaigns for Google or like for other things. You kind of have to find out what are you good at, what are you not that good at, and what do you like. Like for example, some people are really creative, so they like to design things, website design, like graphic design, or like create videos that are really high quality, photography, things like this. And you kind of have to like find the balance of what are you good at, what are you not that good at, and what do you like. And in the beginning, you're not going to be good at that many things. So I guess out of those three right here, the what are you good at, what are you not good at, and what do you like, what you're not good at is like the least important one of the three, because you're not supposed to be good at that many things as a beginner. You're not supposed to be that good or an expert when you're like 16, 17, 18, even 20 years old, right? So that one doesn't matter as much, but you also have to know like what are you like easier to like learn, like what are things that you pick up a lot easier than the others, right? So use those three things to kind of like decide what fits you, because if you go on YouTube and you go on like TikTok and Instagram, you'll get thrown out a bunch of different recommendations, and people will always say that their business model is better. And that's like a marketing tactic. They're saying that because they want you to buy that course, they want you to buy that community and join that mentorship program, right? And that's why they have to tell you that this is the best one. for beginners, or this is the best for XYZ reason, right? Everyone has to like kind of present their business model a little bit above the other ones. And you'll see different guys like, oh yeah, trading's the best, drop shipping's the best, agency's the best, AI this and that is the best, right? That you have to understand that's kind of like a competition they're in, right? They have to sell their product, they have to convince people it's the best one, and you also have to not let that like sway you too much. Like you got to understand that they're all like trying to sell their courses, they're all trying to like convince people to join them, right? And it's a kind of like too much noise. And what you have to do instead is kind of like figure out what works for you. What do you like? What do you think you have the most success? Right? Like none of these business models fit everyone. You got to find the one that fits you. And this like requires you to do some research. You have to watch a couple of videos. You have to watch a couple like creators or influencers or course gurus, right? But what I can tell you is don't spend that much time. Like you don't have to spend a month, 3 months, or like 6 months trying to find the best business model, because not only do you waste time, but that doesn't actually like make things clearer. It's not like if you watch 1,000 videos, you don't get more clarity if you watch another 1,000 videos or another 1,000 videos. Like there's a certain point where you're just like kind of like running circles in your mind, right? And I'm telling you, like you do have to research, you do have to like investigate and learn the business model, see if it's a legit model, right? If the course guru is actually really doing the business model, if this business model actually works, if it can work for you, right? You have to research those things. But what I'm not telling you is to like not spend 1,000 hours, 2,000 hours, spend a month, 3 months, 6 months trying to like find the perfect one, because there's no such thing as a perfect business model. There's ones that might be better. They have like pros and cons. This one might have a different set of pros and cons. And for you specifically, this one might be better for this reason, or this one might be less good for this reason. But there's not one that's like better than the others. There's not one that this one's clearly better, this one's clearly worse. Like it doesn't work like that. And it's really nuanced, right? And I understand that as a beginner, it's not your fault. You're not gonna like have the experience, you're not gonna have the understanding to be able to choose the best one or the perfect one, or like even know if you're choosing correctly, right? And that's normal. And this kind of like doubt that you're gonna have, like, am I choosing the right business model? If this is this the right thing that I want to do? It's normal, but you won't know until you actually dedicated time. When you have like weeks, months doing this business model, you start to know like, okay, I think I made a good choice, or I think I made a bad choice, right? So, but if you keep switching between business models, you'll never know, right? You can't just give every business model a week, 2 weeks, or even a month. Even a month is not enough time to like test a business model. You have to try more time, right? You have to do like a multi-month process, maybe even a year, right? Depending on which skill you chose. Some skills might take like longer to develop, right? So again, try to give every skill you choose enough time, and also put enough thought into like choosing the right one for you. Because to be honest with you, like I personally like done a lot of business models, and what I realized is that when I switched between a lot of business models, that's when I saw the least success. Like I went through this phase too, where I tried this one, I tried that, I tried this and that. And when I kept switching between those, that's when I made the least progress. When I stuck to one and I did it for months or over a year, it's when it actually started to click and I started to see some results. Right? I noticed that switching between them, I never had success switching between a bunch of business models. It was until I chose one and I stuck with it long enough that I started to see like some results that I wanted to see, right? For example, like when I started doing Instagram theme pages back in 2021, I stuck with that business. I posted consistently. I didn't miss any days. I was in there like creating posts, creating videos, posting stories, growing my accounts, replying to comments, liking videos, and all this kind of stuff. And I tried other business models at the same time as I was doing my Instagram theme pages. And those business models that I kept switching between didn't work. What ended up working was my Instagram theme pages that I actually stuck with for years now. I've been doing Instagram theme pages for multiple years now. And now I have like a virtual assistant that manages them for me. But that's one of the businesses where I first like saw what it was like to be consistent, to stick to one thing. And after that, I learned that that's what you have to do. You have to just stick to one and be able to like just keep going with it, right? Until you start to see the results you want. And maybe if I had tried Instagram theme pages and I did it for a month or 2 months and then quit, I would have never seen any results with it, right? Because I didn't actually make money with my Instagram theme pages until like month number 10. So it was 10 months later that I kind of started to figure out how to grow the pages, that I started to figure out when to post, what kind of content to post, how to monetize, right? It took me 10 months. And you understand that if it took me 10 months and I had gone to month 2 or 3 and quit, I would have never reached this point. Had I gone to month 6 and 7 and quit, this would have never happened, right? So that's kind of like the attitude you have to like adopt, the mental mindset that you need to have, right? Like there's a certain bar. This bar might be 4 months, might be 10 months like me, might be a year, might even be like 3 months. You don't know. Like it varies for every business model and for every person. This bar might only be 3 months, but you might be quitting at 1 or 2 months, right? You have to like get to here. You have to try enough time to get here. Kind of like for me, the bar was 10 months. Had I stopped at any point before that, I would have never like made money with it. And I would have probably just kept trying more business models and repeated that same cycle. I would have never gone anywhere. So now I hope that this like kind of helps you like understand like what I did, what you have to do, and why it's so hard for you to like choose one, right? You have to understand that people are like trying to like sway you, trying to convince you, trying to sell you. So they're gonna make every business model like the most appealing one, the best one for you, the most like fancy, like new, untapped secret model that everyone's using, right? That's like a marketing tactic. You have to like see through the noise. I know it's hard when you're inexperienced. I know it's hard when you're young and you don't know that many things. We just have to kind of like clear out the smoke and like just like see like what do I want to do? What would work for me? And then just choose one and stick with it. And trust me, like I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done because I've also gone through that phase. And you might be going through that phase right now, or maybe you already went through that phase. But what you need to realize is that that phase is like just wasting time. It's keeping you like distracted. It's keeping you like in this loop of like starting and stopping. And that's not how you make real progress. You make real progress when you devote yourself to one business model or one online skill. So I hope that this video can add some clarity to you. I know this is a topic that a lot of people speak about, but I understand that sometimes you need to listen to this concept or this topic several times before it finally clicks in your mind, right? I always do that. I watch videos about the same thing, and the first video makes me like conscious, makes me aware. When I watch more videos, when I explore the topic more, is when it finally clicks and it internalizes in my mind. So I know that this topic is like covered by many other like YouTubers, and maybe you've like watched content on this on or even on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, somewhere else, right? But I want to like give you guys a new perspective. I want to explain to you what I did and how you should view it, right? Because like I said, you guys kind of have to like hear it multiple times, hear it from multiple people until it finally clicks and you start to realize, wow, I'm making a mistake. I need to just choose one business and stick with it, right? But anyways, guys, this video, I hope it was valuable to you guys. Make sure you guys comment if you guys have any like questions you want to ask me, any suggestions. I'm gonna make sure to listen to that. And also make sure you like the video. The more you like the videos, this one and the other videos I have, the more people are gonna get exposed to the content and they'll be able to benefit from it. And as I start to get more followers, I start to get more attention. I also plan on increasing my like upload frequency, increasing the quality of the videos, maybe even like inviting people to like make a video with me, like having an entrepreneur and then have him tell you guys a story, right? I have a lot of other things planned, but I want to like just stay with the content plan right now, keep growing it, keep like improving little by little. I'm not in a rush to like make 10 out of 10 videos right out of the gate. I want to improve little by little and stay consistent and grow my audience. Even if it grows slow and it takes some time, I'm going to be patient with it and just keep growing it. So make sure you guys like the video. It lets me know you guys like the video. And also it lets me know that I should make more of this content. And it also kind of motivates me to like keep pushing more and pumping out more content. So make sure you guys like it if this video resonates with you guys. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe. I have about like a couple subscribers now. I want to hit 100, 1,000, and I want to keep going higher than that. So if you guys can like the video, comment, and subscribe, that would be extremely good. And I'll see you guys in the next video.